Martin Brodeur was born on May 6, 1972, in Montreal, Quebec. He was not the first goalie in his family, but he was the best. Denis's father was the goalie for the Canadian team that won the bronze medal at the 1956 Olympic Winter Games. Denis later became the official photographer for the Montreal Canadiens. When Martin was young, he would often go to work with his dad and be amazed by Patrick Waugh. Martin went to Vladislav Tretiak's goalie school and learned a lot from the Soviet legend. By 1989-1990, Brodeur was playing for the Sainte-Hyacinthe Laser in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, where he made the all-rookie team. In the summer of 1990, the New Jersey Devils took Martin with the 20th pick in the NHL Entry Draft. By the 1993-1994 season, Brodeur was a full-time member of the Devils. During the regular season, he had the second-best goals against average and the fourth-best save percentage, which helped New Jersey finish in second place in the league. Brodeur won the Calder Trophy as the best rookie in the NHL because he did so well all season. After finishing ninth in the 1994-95 season, which was cut short because of a lockout, the Devils had a great postseason. They swept the Detroit Red Wings in the Stanley Cup final to win the team's first Stanley Cup. Brodeur won 43 games for the second time in his career during the 1999-2000 season, and his great play in the playoffs helped the Devils win their second Stanley Cup. After coming close many times, Brodeur finally won the Vezina Trophy as the best goalie in the league in 2002-2003. The Jennings Trophy, for the lowest goals against average, a spot on the NHL's first All-Star team, and a start in the NHL All-Star Game were also among his personal accomplishments. His good play carried over into the playoffs, and Brodeur had 7 shutouts to help the team win its third Stanley Cup. The next season, Brodeur won both the Vezina and Jennings trophies for the second year in a row. He was also named to the first-team All-Stars and started in the NHL All-Star Game. In 2006-07, Brodeur led the Devils to a record-setting 48 wins, which helped them win the Atlantic Division for the second time. Martin was named to the first All-Star team for the third time and won his third Vezina Trophy. During the next season, he won his fourth Vezina Trophy. On March 17, 2009, the Devils beat the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 3-2, giving Brodeur a record 552 wins for his career in the NHL. On December 18, 2009, he played in his 1030th game, which was the most games ever played by a goalie in the NHL. A few days later, Martin broke a record that most people thought would never be broken. With a 4-0 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins, he got his 104th shutout in the NHL, breaking Terry Sawchuk's record for the regular season. That season, Martin led the NHL in wins, 45, shutouts, 9, and games played, 82, which seemed to give him a new lease on life. He won the Jennings Trophy for the 5th time and led the Devils to a divisional title. Martin tried out the free agent market after his 21st season with the New Jersey Devils in 2013-2014. In November 2014, he signed a deal with the St. Louis Blues. Before announcing his retirement on January 29, 2015, Brodeur only played in 7 games for the Blues. He ended his career with a 3-0 shutout, the 125th of his career. During his amazing career, Brodeur set NHL records for wins in the regular season, 691, shutouts in the regular season, 125, and games played, 1,266. He had 12 straight seasons with 30 or more wins, and he also had 8 seasons with 40 or more wins. He has a Calder Trophy, 4 Vezina trophies, and 5 Jennings trophies in his trophy case, and he was on teams that won the Stanley Cup 3 times. He was also chosen 7 times for the first or second All-Star team. Brodeur was often chosen to represent his country at events in other countries. Martin was Curtis Joseph's backup at the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake City, but after the team lost the first game, Martin was put in charge. That year, Both Team Canada and Brodeur won gold at the Olympics. Brodeur was chosen as the starting goalie for Team Canada at the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, but Canada did not win a medal. He was one of 3 goalies who played for Team Canada at the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver. The team won gold after a shocking overtime win over the U.S. in the final game. On February 8, 2016, the New Jersey Devils unveiled a statue of Martin Brodeur. The next night, they took his number 30 off the ice. One last honor was waiting, and he had to wait 3 years after retiring before he could get it, being inducted into the NHL Hall of Fame.